Undrafted, overlooked, and now unshakable. Christian Izien just got the ultimate praise from head coach Todd Bowles, and it might change everything for Tampa Bay's 2025 defense. When you talk about heart, toughness, and consistency, you're talking about Christian Izien. He's not flashy, he's not loud, he doesn't showboat. But ask anyone in the Buccaneers locker room, they'll tell you. This guy shows up every single day, pads on, mind sharp, ready to go. And now, for the first time, Todd Bowles is saying it out loud, not just hinting, not dancing around it. He's made the team. That's not just coach speak. That's a stamp of belief. That's a head coach telling the world, this guy belongs here. This guy matters. Bowles didn't stop there. He called Izien valuable, someone who does so many things well, a player who loves to play, and a guy who the rest of the team genuinely loves to be around. In a league full of ego and turnover, Christian Izien is becoming one of the emotional pillars of this Bucs defense. And the best part? He wasn't supposed to be here. He wasn't a first-round pick. He wasn't drafted at all. He clawed his way into the NFL as an undrafted rookie in 2023, and still, he earned 780 defensive snaps that year. That's not a throwaway number. That's trust. That's responsibility. That's impact. Let's rewind to that 2023 rookie season. He finished with a 67.7 overall defensive grade, a run defense grade of 81.7, and a coverage grade of 67.2. Those numbers weren't just respectable, they were remarkable for a player no one saw coming. But here's where the story takes a turn. In 2024, the numbers dropped. His puff grade dipped to 57.6. His tackling grade fell to 45.8. From the outside, it looked like regression. But the truth is far more layered. Because in 2024, Christian Izien didn't just play one role, he played every role. He shifted between nickel, deep safety, box safety. Sometimes all in the same game. He patched holes, he filled gaps. He bailed the Bucs out when injuries hit and when depth fell apart. The raw numbers might have taken a hit, but Izien's value? It skyrocketed. This wasn't a player falling off. This was a young defender carrying more weight than he should have and still standing tall. And now, in 2025, the Buccaneers are recognizing what he is. A leader, a grinder, and a foundation piece in a defense that's hungry to dominate again. Christian Izien isn't a secret anymore, and if you're not paying attention now, you'll be too late. Tap in, Bucs fans, because this is just the beginning. Christian Izien's rise is the kind of story that makes football special. Hit that like if you believe in him, and drop a comment. Is Izien Tampa Bay's most underrated weapon on defense? In 2023, Christian Izien looked like one of the rising young stars of Tampa Bay's defense, fearless, sharp, and locked into the slot. But by the time 2024 ended, that same young player looked exhausted, beat up, and stretched too thin. Why? Because Tampa Bay didn't just ask Izien to do his job, they asked him to do everybody's job. Week 1, he suddenly lined up as an outside cornerback, a position he hadn't played in a meaningful game before. And right away, it showed. The tackling angles were off, the physicality wasn't quite there, and his instincts from the slot didn't translate to the boundary. Then came a 4-week stretch at free safety, a position that demands perfect vision, communication, and range. That's not just a switch in title, that's an entirely different battlefield. After that, 2 weeks at slot corner, then back to free safety, then strong safety, then back again to the slot, back and forth, up and down. His season looked like a chessboard, every square a different assignment. That's 4 different positions, outside corner, slot corner, free safety, strong safety, all in one season, all for one young player trying to prove he belonged in this league. And while he was doing all that, he was also playing hurt. Lingering injuries from early in the year never really healed. But the team needed him, so he stayed on the field. And that's what most people missed. It wasn't regression, it was survival. Look at the numbers. In 2023, Izien had 657 of his 790 snaps in the slot. That consistency gave him rhythm, trust, comfort. But in 2024, that all disappeared. He became a floater, 135 snaps in the box, scattered time at strong safety, even fewer chances in the slot. When you're being tossed around the defense like that, you're not failing, you're carrying a weight most guys don't have to lift. And here's the truth that Todd Bowles understands. Christian Izien didn't fall off. He was thrown into the fire and still held his ground. That's not regression. That's resilience. And if Tampa Bay finally gives him a home, lets him settle into one role, watch out. Because a player who survives chaos becomes even more dangerous and calm. Izien isn't done. He's just getting started. Christian Izien isn't just another name on the roster. He's a walking Swiss Army knife. And if you ask anyone paying attention to this Buccaneers secondary, they'll tell you he might be the most overlooked weapon on this defense. Look at what he's already done. Need a free safety? Izien's got you. Need a strong safety to come down in the box? He's handled that too. Now, imagine you're down a slot corner late in a big game. Izien can fill that hole without blinking, and if things really go sideways, he can even line up outside. How many guys in the league can do all of that at a solid level? This isn't some first-round pick we're talking about. This is a former undrafted free agent who's already played 4 positions and held his ground. Jason Licht found a diamond that nobody else saw. And now, Tampa Bay gets to reap the reward. He's been steady in camp. No drama. No noise. Just grinding. Whether it's reps at free safety or sliding into the slot during scrimmage, Izien is doing everything the team needs from him and more. And maybe that's what makes him so valuable. He's the glue guy, the one who fills the cracks, the one you forget about until the game is on the line and you need to stop. You look up, and there he is, making a tackle, breaking up a pass, or just locking down his assignment like it's nothing. In a league where injuries happen every week, and depth gets tested fast, guys like Izien aren't just useful, they're essential. The Bucs know it. Todd Bowles knows it. And soon, the rest of the NFL will too. If you believe Christian Izien deserves more respect, smash that like button and tell me your thoughts in the comments. Ask